Addiction is a problem all over our state, from the city to the suburbs. And joining us now to talk about how Mosaic Community Services is fighting the crisis is Jeff Richardson, the group's executive director. Jeff, thanks so much for coming in and talking to us about this.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're hearing so much about this. You know, I'm a parent. You know, I've got an 11-year-old, middle school. How do you know? What are the warning signs that parents need to look for?
You know, one of the things that, we do as an organization, and I think one of the things that's very important is we need to pay attention to anything that's different. We need to be able to talk to our children. We need to have an open discussion about what their needs are and what their challenges are as much as possible. And again, my organization is looking at both mental health and addiction needs together. And one of the things that we really need to do as a society and a community is talk more openly about both. There's so much written and said over the years about this being a willful disease, something simply someone can just will their way away. But really what we're dealing with is a brain disorder, and we really need to treat it that way.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about some of the options of treatment. You hear a lot about these methadone clinics and hundreds of people coming into one neighborhood where a lot of people aren't happy about that, but Mosaic's, there are other options.
There are a lot of other options, and again, depending on where you live, and depending what resources are available to you, because it really varies. And one of the things that we've seen and we're very concerned about is advocacy to ensure that resources are available for families, children, and adults with these challenges. I think there are outpatient, inpatient options. There's ones that are available within medical practices. There are ones that are in a variety of different community settings. Some are medically assisted, and some are counseling based. But again, the most effective ones are ones that are available and consistently applied across a number of organizations.
So if you're a parent, you're watching this, we've got a special coming on tonight at 7 o'clock. You guys have partnered with us on that special. You make the phone call because you think something's not quite right. What happens next? Well,
again, one of the things that we need to do as a community is make sure that there's someone on the other end of that phone call. Because many times as a parent, you're reaching out, you want the help, and you want to know that someone's on the other end to support you. So I would urge folks to look at their local communities, what resources are in their communities, with their insurance companies, and with their providers to see what's available.
Where can people find Mosaic?
You can find us on the web, mosaicinc.org. And again, us, like many other organizations, are out there to help, and we urge people to seek help when and where they need it.
And I think the first step, the most positive step, is at least now we're talking about it.
We are, and again, I want to say what I said in the beginning. I think both addictions and mental illness for many years was seen as a willful failure. We are talking about a brain disorder. One of the most important organs of the body is affected, and we need to treat this like a medical intervention like we would for any disease. People who have diabetes, we don't simply just say, you just hang in there, and if you just suck it up, you take insulin, you get treatment, and that's really what makes the difference.
And hopefully looking at the two hand in hand can maybe help deal with some of the stigma that comes with it as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. We're so happy to have Mosaic Community Service as a proud sponsor of our ABC2 special tonight, Community in Crisis, Chasing the High. So tonight at 7 o'clock, we're going to take a look at how Maryland is fighting the addiction crisis. We'll take you on a ride along to learn how medics use Narcan. And we also explain how you can begin talking about this issue to your children. The hour-long special starts at 7 o'clock right here on ABC2.